A few years back, we had a morning after incident review with one simple question: which servers had a certain service running before the patch window ended? The team had screenshots from Server Manager, notes from remote desktop sessions, and 3 different answers. Nobody was lazy. They were clicking through graphical tools at 2 in the morning, under pressure, one server at a time. The painful part was not the command. The painful part was that nothing was repeatable. No saved logic, no clean output, no easy way to rerun it when management changed the wording of the question. The manual way works until the fleet gets bigger than your patience. 1 server, fine. 10 servers, maybe. 100 servers, and now every click is a chance to miss a filter, sort the wrong column, or record the wrong value. The naive PowerShell version can be just as bad if you only paste mystery one-liners into a console and never save them. You cannot review them easily, schedule them safely, hand them to another admin, or compare last week with this week. At fleet scale, the winning habit is not typing faster. It is turning known good commands into small scripts with boring, predictable behavior. Here is the beginner-friendly version of scripting. A script is a saved pipeline with a name. That is it. If you can build a command in the console, filter it, select properties, and sort it, you are most of the way to a script. Saving it as a .ps1 file gives that pipeline a name and a repeatable home. The discipline is structure. Comment why the script exists, not what every obvious command does. Return data to the pipeline with right output, or by simply letting objects flow out. Do not paint the screen with right host when another command, report, or job may need that data later. The workflow is simple. First, get the one-liner working interactively. For example, get service, pipe to where object, then pipe to select object, name, display name, status, and StartType. Second, paste that pipeline into a file with a useful name, like get-RunningAutoService.ps1. Third, add one short comment at the top explaining why the script exists. Fourth, run it from its folder with ./get-RunningAutoService.ps1. That / matters because PowerShell does not run scripts from the current folder by name alone. If you generate the file from the console, set content-path works fine. In editors, save it with the .ps1 extension, not .txt. Let's make this real. The help desk opens a ticket. Security wants a quick baseline of services that start automatically and are currently running on a server. In the console, test the pipeline, get service, where object StartType equals automatic, and status equals running. Select object name, display name, status, StartType. Then sort object name. Once it returns the right objects, save it as get-RunningAutoService.ps1. The first line says why. Quick baseline for automatically started services that are running. Run it with .get-RunningAutoService.ps1. If the auditor wants a file, do not rewrite the script to draw a table. Keep the script returning objects, then the caller can pipe it to export CSV. The first pitfall is using right host everywhere because it looks nice. Right host is fine for a progress note meant for human eyes, but it does not create normal pipeline data. If you assign script output to a variable, right host text is not the object collection you wanted. Prefer object output. The second pitfall is comments that narrate the obvious, like quote, get services, end quote. Comment the business reason or the risky assumption. Third, execution policy may block scripts, especially on lockdown corporate machines. Do not bypass policy casually. Learn your organization's signed script process. PowerShell 7 defaults to UTF-8. Windows PowerShell 5.1 can be fussier with encoding, especially with non-ASCII text. This episode is the bridge between using PowerShell and administering with PowerShell. One-liners teach the object pipeline. Scripts make that work repeatable. Later, when a script grows parameters, validation, and help, it starts becoming a function. When several related functions belong together, you move toward a module. That path matters for Active Directory, group policy object reporting, event log audits, access control list checks, and fleet automation. But do not rush it. A clean 5-line script that does one job and returns predictable objects is more valuable than a clever framework nobody trusts. Boring wins in operations, because boring can be reviewed at 3 in the morning. Here is your safe 10-minute exercise. Pick one read-only command you already understand. Get service is perfect. Build a pipeline that returns a small, useful result. Automatic services that are currently running, or stopped services with automatic startup. Save it as a .ps1 file in a test folder. Add one comment explaining why the script exists. Run it from that folder with ./. Then run it again and pipe the result to export CSV -path.services.csv, no type information. Open the CSV and confirm the data is usable. No production changes, no remote fanout, no cleverness. The goal is the habit: saved pipeline, named job, reusable output. 3 beats to keep. First, a PowerShell script is not magic. It is a saved pipeline with a name, stored as a .ps1 file, and run with ./ from its folder. Second, output matters. Write output returns data to the pipeline, and plain object output often does the same job. Write host paints pixels for a person, not reusable evidence for automation. Third, keep scripts narrow. One script, one job, predictable output. That discipline is what lets you grow from console commands into real administration without creating a junk drawer of mystery files. New PowerShell episode daily on this channel, from first command to fleet automation.